Welcome to Telton's Tips. I'm Telton Hall, Certified Financial Planner at Advanced Financial Planning, where we help upper middle class and affluent individuals plan their secure retirement income. That means you don't have to die at your desk, unless you want to, of course. Today, you're going to find this information very, very helpful. We're going to be talking about ways the Secure Act changes your retirement. Number one, required minimum distributions. So at the end of 2019, Congress passed the Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement Secure Act. Now, RMDs are going to be required at age 72. So what does that mean? Don't worry, I'm going to review it all for you. But buckle up. There's a lot of numbers, a lot of details. It's very, very important to your retirement. You might need to watch this video 3 or 4 or 5 times, or better yet, just give us a call. Anybody here at the office can walk you through that. So here you go. Let's do a quick recap on what required minimum distributions are. They are called RMDs for short. They apply to accounts where you have not paid tax. So for instance, a 401k is a prime example. You contributed to a 401k, you did not pay tax on it. It grew, hopefully, over time, and you did not pay tax on those gains. So now Congress is saying, hey, we want some tax revenue off this. We're going to require you to start taking money out of those accounts because as it comes out, you pay taxes on it. The old rule said that at age 70 and a half, whenever that time is, that year when you turn age 70 and a half, you're required to start to take withdrawals. There was a provision of that rule that allowed you to wait until April after the year that you turned age 70 and a half to take your first RMD. But we usually discourage folks from waiting until April, because if they wait until April of that year after they turned age 70 and a half, now they have to take 2 RMDs in that next year, and it can get a little bit messy. So that rule is there. It now applies to age 72. So for instance, you could wait until April of the year after you turn age 72. Between that January to April timeframe, you could take your first RMD, but if you do that, now you're going to take 2 RMDs in that second year. So probably not applicable to you, but we want you to know that rule is there. So the first question folks ask is, what if I'm already taking RMDs? What if I already started taking these withdrawals from these accounts several years ago? You just continue doing exactly what you're doing. Every year, the formula stays in place. For our clients, we take all their account balances at the end of the year and apply the formula so that we know exactly how much they have to take out. Continue doing that until you deplete that IRA or until you pass away. What about if you turned age 70 and a half last year? You fall into the category of already started taking your RMDs. You turned age 70 and a half last year. You needed to take an RMD. You'll have to continue to take RMDs every year going forward. If you were utilizing that provision that says you can wait and take that not in the year you turn age 70 and a half, but from January to April, you could take that withdrawal out. In that situation, you still needed to start your RMDs, so you fall into the already started taking RMDs camp, which means get your RMD out before April 1st of this year, and then take another one during this year to get you caught back up for 2 years since you've been age 70 and a half. So we've talked about what if you've already started taking your RMDs. We've talked about what if you needed to, but you hadn't taken it yet because you were utilizing that provision that allowed you to wait up until April. You need to start. Now, for you folks that turn age 70 and a half this year or later, your new required minimum distribution start date is the year that you turn age 72. So you get to defer, for 18 months or a couple years, you get to defer starting to take those withdrawals and paying tax on those distributions as they come out of the account. So this has been touted as a really big benefit to retirees. Frankly, they gave you an inch, and when it comes to inherited IRAs, they took away a mile. So we're not really happy about it. In fact, you should probably contact your congressional representative and ask them, if you voted for this, why did you vote for this? You gave us an inch on RMDs and you took away a mile on inherited IRAs. Don't worry, one of our Telton tips will go into detail on the inherited IRAs. This rule also makes some changes to your ability to contribute to an IRA, changes some of the provisions for companies that want to start a retirement plan for their employees. We're going to go through all of those through these Telton tips. Very, very important that you stay tuned and we walk you through this substantial legislative change to your retirement planning. So catch us on the next Telton's tip. Your retired self is thanking you.
If this information has been helpful to you, check out our other Telton's Tips videos, or better yet, call our office. You can talk to an advanced financial planning team member like me. Imagine that, a real life human that cares about you and your goals. My name is Caden Keller. I work here as a financial advisor along with Telton and the rest of the team. Here, we take a team approach to caring for our clients because we all know 2 heads are better than 1. So give our office a call, and I or anyone else on the team would be happy to answer a quick question for you or schedule a complimentary retirement planning meeting. There's also a link provided if you would like to learn more about who we are at Advanced Financial Planning or what it is we do for our clients in planning for their retirement. Lastly, the schedule an appointment link will bring up our calendar, and you can choose a time for a complimentary on the phone or an in-person retirement planning meeting. Whichever option you choose, the only mistake is to do nothing and keep working and putting retirement preparation off until you die at your desk. I've seen it time and time again. No matter how good and specialized Telton and I are, when people wait too long to seriously consider their retirement options, they're significantly set back and can damage their retirement. So call, schedule, or click to learn more. You've got nothing to lose, and your future self in retirement has a whole lot to gain.